We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian. If you've not been here before, this channel is all about music and art, and this is just a bit of a catch-up really. If you've not been here before, I run a company called Sinners Music, and Sinners Music is a recording company and online retailer. And now we're actually starting to have customers back, clients back into the studio. We've got our first recording session tomorrow morning. But actually what I wanted to talk about now was really some of the stuff that we do with the retail side. And we've had a really great week. We sell musical instruments online in a very much small way. We're not like the big online retailers. We do selected products from selected suppliers. And whereas some people would be considered themselves to be an eBay reseller, we do eBay, we also do Reverb, and we also do Amazon. We do most of our business through eBay, but we wouldn't necessarily class ourselves as a reseller. What I thought would be quite a good thing to do would be for us to take an item and look at how much we would make on a particular item. So, like I say, we've had a good week this week. Things are starting to pick up towards Christmas. We've done £1,100 retail through eBay in the last 7 days. I mean, that's 18 orders. Now, those orders will range from £5 for a violin mute to £300 for a guitar that is actually being sent to Germany tomorrow morning. So you can see the breadth of sort of things that we're dealing with here. But it is worth looking at how much money we would make on an item. So if we take a £300 guitar, now, and we are a VAT registered company, so the first thing that happens is whatever we sell an item at, we've got to pay VAT on it, unless it's music books which are zero rated. So a £300 guitar. Now, actually, interestingly, the guitar that we're sending to Germany is exempt of VAT, but that's a whole different ball game, and because you get into customs and stuff like that. But say we're selling a £300 guitar to somebody in the UK. The first thing we do, we'll have to set the VAT off, and I've got the UK eBay calculator here. I'll put a link down below if you've never seen this thing before. It will tell you how much money you're going to make. So I take the 20% VAT off, which leaves us with 250. So we've got the sold price at 250. Now, when we're shipping things, sometimes we ship for free. Sometimes we will charge as much as £20 or £30, depending on how heavy something is. But a guitar would normally weigh about 7 to 8 kilos. And we have to measure the size of the boxes and all that before we go to the shipping website. So £10 or £15 really. If I put £10 in here, and then we need to put in what the item cost. Now, usually something like a £300 guitar will cost us about £150 to £170 plus VAT. Now, we're going to get the VAT back, but we'll put it at the top end of that sort of scale. Sometimes it can be a lot higher, and sometimes it can actually be, if there's a special deal going from a supplier, where if you buy 5 guitars you get extra discounts, that sort of thing can happen. We'll say it's £170. So the shipping we charged was £10. The shipping costs in this case were probably £10, but what can sometimes happen is that if we're sending it to, say, Northern Ireland now, which is actually still classed as the EU, it will cost us more. It will cost us about £16 or £17. Or if we're sending it up to the top end of Scotland, to the islands, it will cost us more there. But we'll say it's within mainland England, Scotland, Wales. We've got one in the order. Now our seller level on eBay is above standard, and that does make a small difference in terms of the percentage that eBay charges per item. When we look at the calculation, what we're finding is that eBay are charging us £33.58, and the total profit we will make will be £46.42, which gives us a profit margin, which is quite a low profit margin really when you think about it, of 17.85%. Now, that's all well and good, but what it doesn't take into account are when things go wrong really. We sold a guitar to a gentleman last week, £600 guitar, shipped it down to him. The shipping was £15, and we like to try and we actually cost us more than that because we did decide to insure it because it was quite an expensive guitar. Customer gets the guitar, and because of the way that the distance selling law works, he is quite in his rights to return it. Anyway, he has it for a couple of days. We get an eBay message saying that he wants to return the guitar. Now, luckily, what happens with eBay now is that they do put people's phone numbers on. So I rang the customer and said, you know, look, what's the problem with it really? Is it faulty? And he says, no, I just don't like it. And in a case like that, you can't really do anything but accept it back. So the way that we normally work in a situation like that is that if it's a small item, we're happy to fund the return. But on a large item like that, where it's going to cost about 15, maybe £20, it depends whether it's insured or not. The least we would like to do is we'd like the customer to pay, ideally pay for all of it, or at least pay a percentage of that. We've agreed with this gentleman to pay 50-50. So, but we're already out of pocket because we paid for the shipping. When we give him his refund, we can't claim back the fact that it cost us £10 or £15 to ship it. So we're already on a hiding to nothing to some extent, if that makes sense. So, but that's, you know, that's part of what we're dealing with. If we're selling online, we actually do need to be well aware that the customer is quite in their rights to send it back for whatever reason. You know, it doesn't have to be faulty. They just don't like the colour of it. I mean, in this case, this guitar is a Sunburst. It's a nice guitar, but not to everybody's taste, really. So that gives you an idea of the sort of things that we're sort of dealing with as an online retailer. If we sell through Amazon, now we don't sell a lot of big things through Amazon. We mainly sell music books and smaller items, purely and simply because Amazon have a fixed fee for us, and we can't charge more than £4 or £5 per item. So if we're selling a guitar through Amazon, it's going to cost us at least 10, maybe 50. We sold a synthesizer 2 weeks ago through Amazon, £600 synthesizer. We insured it. It cost £17 to ship. We got paid £5 from Amazon for shipping. So that automatically cuts into your profit margins. The other thing that happens with Amazon, their percentage rates are much higher. So on average, a percentage rate that Amazon's cut off the top would be 18 to 19%. Roughly. I mean, it does differ, but that'll give you the sort of idea of you can very soon run into problems where you're actually selling something, you've sold it for quite a reasonable amount of money, but actually you're not making any profit on it. The best percentage rates are Reverb, and we do all of our things are on all three sites and our own website. Now we would much prefer people to go and buy on our own website, and I've got a little bit to say about that in a moment. But if we sell via Reverb, their percentage rates. Their percentage rates are 2.5% plus 0.25p. So £100. If we sell a £100 item, they're going to charge us £2.50 plus 25p, so £2.75, which is a lot better than the fees that you're getting with eBay and Amazon. Now, I'm sure that the reason the fees are low with Reverb is because they're trying to get much larger market share. They are gearing themselves just to musicians, so there is that, whereas on eBay, the whole world is on eBay really to some extent. But that gives you a bit of insight into how we sell and resell things on our online business. A couple of things that are coming up. We've just taken into stock a whole set of Kalimbas. And I will be doing an unboxing on this in a separate video, and these are really good actually. So these are available through our online stores, all online stores. They're normally about £30–40. I think we're doing it at £25 at the moment. So look out for that one. We've also we're starting a new series. For 7 years my wife and I ran what's called a mom and pop music store, a sort of small independent music store in a market town. We're doing a whole series of videos about the life of that particular music store, so watch out for them. And if you've got any questions about this sort of stuff, I'm going to do some more of the sort of stuff with what we do as a business. There is a whole series about the record label side of it, which is on our channel, which you quite well, if you go into onto the page, you'll see there's what, I don't know, 40 odd videos there about running a micro net record label. So last thing, if you're interested in buying anything from us, we are doing a deal only via our own website, and I'll put the link down below now. So if you buy any of the items from our own website, there is a discount code which is SIN 2021, and if you put that in at the end, as you come, just before you buy it, there's a box for discount code, and it will run up until the 31st of December 2021, so really up until the midnight on the end of the year. You'll get an extra 20%, whatever the cost is. So you'll see there's some items on there which have got a normal retail price and they're already discounted. You would get 20% off the discount price. So there are some, and there's new things going up every few days on the site, because we're still building that site up. So if it's a lot of synthesizers, guitars, violins, all general music store type stuff really. You won't find any so much of the smaller stuff like strings and all that. We do that through eBay and Amazon and people like that. So thanks so much for watching. Watch out for the Kalimba unboxing, and then I'm going to create a track with it. It's really quite a cool little thing. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now. Bye bye.